Hey guys, Brian here with Fourth Farm Project. Today we're reviewing the Work Tuff Gear Cuyamaca. I believe that's how it's pronounced. My wife gets on to me for pronouncing it improperly, but that's what I'm calling it. It is a phenomenal bushcraft or just around the homestead knife. Really a good setup. It's made of K110 steel, so it's in the D2 family, but it's on the higher end of the corrosion resistant scale. It's been a phenomenal knife for us. We've put it through a good bit of testing, and everything we've thrown at it, it's done extremely well. To start off with, we did some batoning, and we batoned oak, seasoned cedar, some pine, a little bit of everything we could find in our forest, sweet gum, and everything we threw at it, it just cut through like a hot knife through butter. Did phenomenally well. It has a high flat grind with a convex edge, so it cuts through the wood really well. It's a good angle for it. Overall cutting length is about 5.5 inches. Overall knife is 11.7. I've got big hands, and this grip provides ample space for me to choke up, choke down. It's got a really nice finger choil, so I can lay my hand in that and do some detail work. And it's just very, very comfortable in the hand. I've not found anything I like better than this knife, and I own quite a few knives. When it comes to feather sticking, you can really work some sticks with this knife. Even though it's .196, nearly 1/4 of an inch, it does a really good job. As you guys can see, Dad worked this cedar over and it just curled them right up. Does a really good job. You just got to take your time. Even though it's a thicker blade, it will get the job done. With this knife, you get a really nicely contoured handle with G10 scales, very comfortable in the hand. This particular model has a bow drill divot. The newer ones do not, but some of his other knives do offer bow drill divots. And this grip is just extremely comfortable. I've not found anything else like it that I like. I can run it all day and it doesn't hurt my hands. No hot spots, does a really good job. You've got some really nice jimping up here. It's not too aggressive, but it's aggressive enough that you can get a really nice grip on it, and you can do some fine detail work with this knife. You just take your time with it. It's a thick blade. It will take a little more work, but you'll get it done. Another nice aspect of the grip is, as you can see, it has a nice swell through the midsection, so it's not one of these knives that when you grip it, you feel like you're holding a pencil and it's going to break or it's going to slip out of your hand. Your hand conforms nicely to this knife, and you just feel like you have really positive control. It's not going anywhere, and it holds up really well. I've had no issues with slipping with or without gloves. The palm swell makes it extremely comfortable to use. Additionally, the knife has a 90-degree spine, so you can use it with a fire steel or to scrape and make tender. As you can see, it does a great job making tender. When it comes to a fire steel, it'll throw sparks just fine. Saves you a little bit of weight. You don't have to carry something else. Knife and fire steel, you're good to go. One really nice thing about this knife that a lot of other companies struggle with is sheath quality and retention. You've got a heavy-duty Kydex sheath, and listen to this retention. That is locked in there solid. There's no wobble. All you hear is the lanyard. It's not going anywhere. That knife is in that sheath. I have no worries whatsoever that that knife is coming out of there. It's got a nice drain hole on the back. You've got the Work Tough Gear logo embossed in the front. Just really nice setup, a drop loop. It's everything you need when you're out in the woods. Nothing you don't. Now, one direct competitor to this that a lot of people probably own is the SE6. And when it comes to the SE6, they are very much alike in style. However, the SE is a little bit thinner blade, and the SE is going to cost you way more money. To get this set up with an SE6, I went through a company that allows you to build the knife, buying blade, scales, and sheath to get it set up the way you want, because the new SE6s come with basically a plastic sheath that is very noisy, and I just don't like it. It doesn't have good retention. So I got their sheath, I got the knife the way I wanted it, basically that matches the Work Tough Gear Cuyamaca, and it's a good setup, it really is. But to get this set up, you're gonna spend $160 to $170, whereas with the Work Tough Gear Cuyamaca, 115 bucks right now at the time of this video. So that's a phenomenal deal, especially when you add in the fact that you've got K110 steel that doesn't have a heavy traction coating. It's got a nice acid wash finish that is really appealing. It looks like an old world knife. It's got a really classic look to it. And the fact that you've got K110 steel over 1095, it just adds a little more corrosion resistance, and the lack of that traction coating is going to make it go through stuff so much easier when you're batoning, and it just looks a lot better in my opinion. Overall, I think it's a much better deal, especially for the money, because then that frees you up to buy other toys. Another nice feature of this sheath is the thumb ramp that he's included. So you've got a nice one-handed draw. You can pop it out and you're ready to go to work, as opposed to others that if you've got straps or a screw that you've got to slide or something like that, he's got such good retention on this sheath, you don't need any of that other stuff. It's in there, it is not coming out. Okay guys, when it comes to the Work Tough Gear Cuyamaca, I can't say enough good things about it. Top quality knife, very reasonably priced. I mean, it's a top quality product for a price conscious consumer. You're gonna get a far better knife than you are with a lot of other companies who are more money, but they've got a big name behind them. He's a younger company, so he's getting in the market and he's doing it extremely well. He's got a lot of great offerings. We've got a few more knives from him that we're gonna be reviewing, and I can't say enough good things. Definitely an A+ on quality. These things are phenomenal. Go check him out. Knife's linked in the description below, as well as his website. Have a good one, guys.